Have you tried to lose weight, shed those extra pounds, and get healthier, but you found that you really couldn't? And you may have tried various diets and exercise models just to find that you couldn't make any of those work for you. And as a result, you may feel trapped in a cycle where you're overweight and at risk for several medical conditions, and perhaps unbeknownst to you. And that's why we call cardiovascular disease the silent killer. But you can probably feel yourself growing unhealthier every day. And every day, according to the American Heart Association and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC, underlying risk factors like unintended weight gain will contribute and account for approximately every 40 seconds someone in the US having a heart attack. And now, 1 in 5 heart attack patients are younger than 40 years of age. And here's another sobering fact to highlight. This issue is getting worse. Having a heart attack in your 20s or your 30s is more common, and the heart attack rate has increased by 2% every single year for this age group over the past 6 years. And yes, it may comfort you to know that you're not the only one struggling with this problem, because millions of people find it just as difficult to lose weight, even though they deeply want to, even though they're yearning to just find a solution and there's a specific reason, and it seems like you can't shed weight, burn fat, gain muscle despite what you've tried. And these two things that we can do to prevent cardiovascular disease, and just as importantly, get and stay in the best shape of our lives. You see, our body shows us once we begin to get out of shape, increase belly fat, increase weight gain, we increase our risk of having a major cardiovascular event. So my question to you is, have you found yourself saying, damn, what has happened? I used to be a figure 8, now I'm a figure 0. Or you're a guy and you used to have a Greek bod, and now you have a dad bod. But guess what? It's not your fault, because there's two things working against you as we all get older. And it's time and our genes. And the solution to your trouble is as simple as taking one dietary supplement and devoting 15 minutes each day. But before I show you how you can improve your health in less time than it would take to get ready in the morning, I'd like to tell you more about myself and why you should keep watching this video. My name is Dr. Grant. I'm a cardiovascular health specialist, and I'm here to share with you a breakthrough intervention, a way not only that shows you how you can shed fat, burn calories, and gain muscle very quickly, you can also slow down cellular degeneration. All this in just 15 minutes, and introducing you to a powerful anti-aging molecule that some scientists are calling the fountain of life. Now, naturally, in my profession, I'm always concerned about the health and longevity of patients. I'm in the science of helping people. And as we get older, and as the young people say, as we start adulting, we simply don't have the time or the energy that we did to take the extra efforts to shed those few extra pounds that's putting us at risk. And that's also holding us back, allowing us the desired body that's waiting for us underneath that layer of fat that accrues over time, that fat layer, that belly fat. And you know, when you look down, you really can't see your waistline. And the weight that you gain or accrue over time is putting you at risk for something way more severe than just your vanity, than just looking good. It's putting your overall health at risk. However, the event that led me to record this video and create a breakthrough dietary supplement and a simple 15-minute solution to your problems was something that could have been prevented if only the proper steps had been taken. You see, in our childhood growing up, many of us had close friends, and if we kept up with those close friends, those circles of friends, one could consider it a blessing. And I know personally, I'm very fortunate with the circle of friends I've kept up with over the years. James, Chris, Mike, Ariel, George, JB, Craig, my best man, just to name a few. And you know, as guys do, you lose connection and then you reconnect. And one of my close friends, I lost connection with, but later in my adult life, with the power of social media, we found each other. It was almost like we picked up exactly where we left off from our childhood. And all of our time spent in our conversations and text and DMs, my buddy Simon shared with me all the great things that he was doing, his family that I love so much, and he also shared with me that he wanted to get back in tip-top shape, the shape that I remembered him being in. Seeing me, and of course my background and profession, he wanted to get back at it and get back on the right track. You see, Simon was in the same place that you're in right now, and he knew he needed to do better for his health. He really did, and he meant it. But like many of us, he didn't know exactly where to start. And even worse, he couldn't find time to consistently exercise to improve his overall health. So Simon and I would interact routinely, we quietly set up a workout regimen, and right when The plan we had was to start working out. I got a message from him. And then I saw a post on Facebook. He was in the hospital. Simon had congested heart failure, a disease state that I educate to and I know far too well. And like many of us, Simon had COVID months prior, and now due to his risk factors, he was having to undergo open heart surgery to save his life. I got a text that following morning from a mutual friend, only to wake up early that fall morning and find out that my childhood friend that I grew up playing sports with, my childhood friend that I would spend the night over the weekends, my friend that I watched almost every Chicago Bulls Michael Jordan championship game with, that I'd go to Sunday school with, sadly he didn't make it. My friend got his wings that night and passed over. And the only thing that stuck out in my head, we were just getting started, and if we just simply had more time, if I had more time with him. Simon's death devastated me. Why? Because I know for a fact that his journey didn't have to end so soon. He did so much for everyone else, and I felt he had so much good work to do, and he impacted so many people across the world. He really did. And since losing my dear friend, I've been motivated to help people like you to get into great health, so your loved ones don't have to feel the same pain. And now, I promise to share why it's so difficult for you to get in shape, despite knowing that you have to do something. But it all comes down to structure. You see, every exercise routine needs time to work on two levels. Firstly, it needs time to work on your body, the correct dietary supplementation. Your cells need time to metabolize fat, to receive new properties into your body, help you lose weight, improve your cardiovascular endurance. But the routine also needs time to work on your brain. Exercise is difficult for most people. It's difficult for me sometimes, and it takes a while for you to adapt the new habit. The longer your routine, the more work you'll have to do to commit. This is why it's easier to get off the couch for a short walk, but near impossible to get down to the gym for an hour of exercise. And this brings me to my point again. The structure is where most people get it wrong. They jump into a new routine and make it as complicated as possible, but guess what happens then? Naturally, they give up after a while because all that new information and activity is a lot to take in. Then they're right back to square one with the increased weight gain and the increased risk factors for cardiovascular disease that drove them to exercise in the first place. But you know what? It doesn't have to be that way, because you don't need to exercise for 1 hour every day to reap the benefits. As I mentioned earlier, the body needs time to give you the healthy changes you're looking for. And as little as 15 minutes of exercise can get you there. And I said it, yes, only 15 minutes. However, let's not forget about the key here, which is to find the right kinds of exercises. Your regimen must be easy enough that you don't feel like you're giving up after a couple of days, but still challenging enough to help you burn fat, increase your cardiovascular health, and add years to your life. And that's right. With the proper routine, you can increase your life expectancy. And that's not just me talking, it's a fact. In addition, because it'll make you healthier, you'll be at a lower risk for certain diseases, therefore adding years to your life. And you'll even reduce the effects of aging on your body. Now, here's some more good news. I've created a simple but effective, guaranteed system to give you the benefits you're looking for. I'm talking about being able to lose weight, improve your cardiovascular health, improve youth, reduce aging, and lengthen your life. It's called 15 and 15 Extreme, and it's simply 15 minutes of exercise and 15 dietary supplements daily that can add years to your life. No more hopping from exercise routine to exercise routine. No more trying diets that may harm your body. You don't even need to commit to a gym membership. You don't need to carve out 2 hours out of your day either. You can get in better shape and become healthier by simply putting aside 15 minutes every day and taking our daily supplement 15X Extreme. You get complete freedom in choosing your 15-minute intermittent workouts, and it can be early in the morning, during your lunch, or even before bed. It's all up to you. The routine is simple enough that you can do it even after a long day, and we all know how long hard days can get. You won't need any specialized equipment either, so you don't have to break the bank before getting started. I wish I had developed this program when Simon and I reconnected. because then he wouldn't have had to suffer the complications that he shared. And I believe he certainly would still be alive. But you have the power to make a choice that will ensure that you live out the life that you desire in great health, to get the body that you want, and while doing all the things that you love. But that's not all. I also realize that most people need a little boost to get started on their health journey. And that's why our flagship supplement, 15X Extreme, a medically safe, anti-aging, thermogenic fat burner, is a part of this training program. That way, you can see instant results as you power through your health journey and take charge of your body. And look, I know it's a lot of information, but it all comes down to one question. Do you want to shed weight, burn fat, and be healthier? Are you tired of knowing you need to improve your health, but not being able to do anything about it? Are you tired of looking in the mirror and not liking who you really see? But more importantly, can you devote 15 short minutes out of your day to follow an exercise program designed by a cardiovascular health specialist that's guaranteed to add years to your life? If the answer is yes, click the button below to access the plan and claim your free ebook, Fit in 15 Meal Plan, and I'll see you on the other side.